Why most people will stay broke, and how you can break free. Asterisk. Most people will stay broke, not because they were born without opportunity, not because the system is unfair, not because they weren't handed enough, but because they never challenged the lie they were raised to believe, that playing it safe is the only way to survive. Asterisk. From the moment you take your first breath, you are slowly introduced to the quiet prison of conformity. You are taught to obey, to follow the rules, to get in line, to do what you're told. Get good grades, find a stable job, don't ask too many questions, don't dream too big, don't want too much. Asterisk. And if you listen long enough, if you swallow that script without questioning it, you will live a life so far beneath your potential that it will burn your soul slowly, without ever setting your world on fire. Asterisk. Most people never break free from that system because they never even realize they're in it. They're working hard, but not smart, busy, but not productive, exhausted, but not fulfilled. They confuse motion for progress. They chase paychecks instead of purpose. They earn just enough to stay afloat, but never enough to sail. And that's not an accident. That's design. Asterisk. The world doesn't teach you wealth. It teaches you dependency. It teaches you how to be a loyal worker, not an independent thinker. It teaches you how to sell your time, not how to own your life. And if you don't wake up, if you don't break the hypnosis, you will spend your entire existence building someone else's dream, while yours withers in silence. Asterisk. But here's the truth, raw, unfiltered. Money is not evil. Money is a mirror. It reflects your value, your mindset, your decisions, and your beliefs about what you're worth. Broke is not just a bank account. It's a mentality. A set of inherited ideas that tell you why you can't, why you shouldn't, why you'll fail if you try. Asterisk. That's the first chain, the mindset of limitation. Asterisk. Most people see wealth as something for others, for the elite, for the chosen few. They see money as a lottery, not a skill, a matter of luck, not choice. So they never study it, never chase it, never claim it. They treat money like a stranger, instead of a tool they were meant to master. Asterisk. They say things like, money isn't everything, as if poverty is a virtue, as if struggling to pay rent is a badge of honor. But the truth is, money is not the root of all evil. Fear is. The fear of becoming more, the fear of taking responsibility for your life, the fear of being seen trying and failing. Asterisk. But until you confront that fear, until you smash it with action, you will always be stuck in survival mode. You'll ration dreams the way others ration food. You'll tiptoe through life, trying not to disturb the world when you were born to shake it. Asterisk. Look around you. The richest people didn't get there by accident. They decided. They trained their minds to see opportunity where others saw risk. They invested in themselves when others were spending on distractions. They embraced the discomfort of growth, while others ran back to comfort zones that felt like home, but were really cages. Asterisk. It's not just about money. It's about becoming the kind of person who can attract, manage, and multiply it. The kind of person who doesn't just chase success, but commands it. And that transformation starts with one truth. You are not broke because of the world. You are broke because of the blueprint you've been following. Asterisk. If that blueprint was broken, then the results were guaranteed to be broken too. Asterisk. You cannot build wealth on a foundation of fear. You cannot rise while dragging around beliefs that were designed to keep you small. You cannot soar while being afraid to leave the ground. Asterisk. And yet, most people will stay broke because rising demands more than wanting. It demands a rebirth, a breaking of identity, a mental revolution. Asterisk. They won't read the books. They won't study the masters. They won't sit in silence and confront their own thinking. They'll blame, complain, rationalize, and settle. Because settling is easy. Growth is war. But for those who decide to fight, for those who stare into the fire of their own limitations and refuse to back down, everything begins to change. Because wealth doesn't start with money. It starts with clarity. You need to be crystal clear on what you want, not just vague goals. Not just more money. No, that's not clarity, that's fantasy. Real clarity is when your vision is so detailed, so vivid, so emotionally charged that your subconscious can no longer ignore it. It becomes a command, not a request. And once the mind receives a command with certainty, it begins to rewire. You start to see different, move different, think different. You don't walk past opportunities anymore. You recognize them. You don't doubt your next move, you execute it. Because clarity breeds power. Confusion breeds hesitation. And hesitation is the fast track to staying broke. Break free from the mental fog. From the belief that just working harder will change everything. It won't. Slaves worked hard. Miners worked hard. Factory workers worked hard. But the people who owned the factories, they thought different. And until you learn to think different, you'll keep repeating the cycle. Working hard for pennies while someone else builds wealth from your effort. You are not born to be cog in someone else's machine. You were born to build your own. But you have to choose, because no one is coming to save you. You must become your own rescue.